2026 Super Bowl.
The 2026 Super Bowl.
To the Super Bowl. Super Bowl. The Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Over 120 million people are about to watch one moment, one stage, one show, one spotlight.
They're gonna talk about this forever, baby. They're gonna talk about this forever. It's gonna be special. They're gonna talk about it forever, baby.
Bad Bunny.
You might not know these, but I'm doing the Super Bowl halftime show.
The Super Bowl.
To make the grab at the Rams now, running down to...
And if you think that happens by luck, you have not been paying attention.
Coaches, the effort we put in, and we got the job done. So you want to get this far, you got to get the job done.
The thing I can think about is all the effort, all the work that was put in over the course of time.
We felt confident coming in, and we just went out there and played football.
Because the Super Bowl isn't just a game, it's the biggest stage on earth. In 2025, around 127 million people watched the Super Bowl live.
Halftime show that the internet is still talking about. Overnight, it was announced that Kendrick Lamar's performance, now the most watched of all time, 133 million viewers.
That's more than the population of most countries, watching the same moment at the same time. That kind of attention is rare, and attention is power.
Come on, DG. I have more yards than they do.
That's why companies pay around $8 million for 30 seconds of ads. 30 seconds.
Abuelas, been looking everywhere for you.
Nina, Nita, go ahead. Try us.
Not because they love football, but because when attention is focused, influence is created. So when Bad Bunny steps onto that stage, it's not random. It's not luck. It's the results of years of decisions stacking on top of each other.
I'm super excited for people to see him. I think they'll be pleasantly surprised because he is his music transcends language. It's amazing what he's done. He's done something that a lot of people
That's uncomfortable to hear because most people live in potential. We like the idea of one day. We like the idea of eventually. We like believing our moment would just arrive.
Life is catching up to your success. That when you were 20 years old and miserable, that you wanted to be where you were a year or two ago, that you want to run and see the world and chase it down, right? But ultimately you want life to catch up to you, and so it can be one big experience.
Yeah.
But Super Bowl teams don't like that. They don't wait to feel ready. They build readiness into their daily lives. They wake up early when no one's watching. They repeat the same drills when it's boring. They prepare for moments they may never even
To wake up in the morning to train is something I really look forward to. It never feels like a burden to have to work out, have to focus on my techniques and training, going on the field, new footwork drills, or bringing teammates out, throwing with them.
By the time the Super Bowl happens, they're not thinking, can I do this? They're thinking, I've done this.
Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
And this was the Andy Reid
And that's the giant difference. Most of us want the moment, but we don't want the months. We want the results, the glow up, the recognition, but we don't want the boring middle where nothing is happening yet.
Got done with meetings. Now I'm mentally getting prepared for practice.
Here's the truth. Pressure doesn't create performance. Preparation creates certainty, and certainty is powerful. That's why elite athletes don't panic. Their habits already decided the outcome long before game day.
Born to be a winner. I was born to be a champion. The difference between a champion and a loser is a mindset. Once you put your mindset where a killer mindset is, ain't nobody gonna stop.
Here's where it gets very real. Most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they live reactively. They wait for motivation. They wait for clarity. They wait for permission. But winners don't wait. They build. Even when they're unsure, even when it's uncomfortable, even when no one's validating them.
Up in the off season at 6 a.m. to go train and work out, knowing that all your friends are sleeping in and eating pancakes. It's hard when you're on your way to practice, way down with all your gear, and it's 90 degrees out and all the other kids are at the pool or at the...
Now let's talk about Bad Bunny. This isn't just a halftime performance. This is a global cultural impact.
It was the year of the bunny. I'm Bad Bunny topping the charts in multiple categories.
This year's top global artist.
In 2025, Bad Bunny became the most streamed artist in the world. Nearly 20 billion streams.
New artist taking over Spotify's charts. Bad Bunny earned 19.8 billion streams in 2025, with his newest album, Debí Tirar Más Fotos, also at the top. This as the Puerto Rican superstar is getting ready to perform in the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show.
That number is insane. That's a billion of moments where someone shows his voice across different languages, across cultures, across places where people don't even speak Spanish.
At the very beginning, it was more like Bad Bunny was a character, but me and Vin, growing up, and I think there's more about Benito on Bad Bunny, and I learned that there's nothing better than be yourself. Most in in life, but in art, music, be yourself is the best.
And what's wild, he didn't change to do that. He didn't neutralize his accent. He did not soften his culture. He didn't ask for permission. He leaned in. And I think how scary that is. Because being yourself is easy when you're accepted. But being yourself every day when you're unsure it will pay off, that takes discipline, that takes consistency, that takes emotional strength. And when the Super Bowl announced his performance...
Well, there it is. It's official. Puerto Rico's finest, Bad Bunny, will be the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show in February. Bad Bunny, he's a 3-time Grammy winner and the most streamed artist in the world.
Streams surged immediately. Because the biggest stages don't create greatness. They expose what was already built underneath. This is the business lesson most people miss. Attention amplifies what already exists. Is there nothing underneath? Attention won't save you. But if you're being consistent, one moment can change everything.
How does it feel to have such amazing love and support from your fans?
I'm very grateful that the world can connect with my music. I was keeping this secret for so long.
That's why the Super Bowl isn't just entertainment. It drives billions of dollars in economic impact. Careers are made, brands explode, cities transform. Because attention turns preparation into opportunity. And here's the comfortable truth. Most people want attention before they're ready for it. They want recognition before consistency. They want applause before discipline. But the world doesn't work like that. It never has had.
It's so shameful that they've decided to pick somebody who just seems to hate America so much.
We have a cross-dresser who doesn't speak English doing the halftime show.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem also weighing in, saying ICE will have a presence at the big game.
So yeah, we'll be all over that place. People should not be coming to the Super Bowl unless they're law-abiding.
Habits are boring, they're repetitive, they're lonely. But they're honest.
And I think everyone is happy about it. Even Fox News.
Bad Bunny is my favorite
musician,
and he should be the next
And
president.
honesty compounds. Super Bowl champions, global artists, industry leaders, different paths, same habits. They rely on discipline, not motivation. They stay consistent when it's uncomfortable. They trust themselves without outside approval. They think in years, not weeks.
Be us, baby. Us is good enough. Let's go do it, baby. We step out between them lines. I only want you to think about one thing. Everything you went through to get here. Everything we did to get here. We do what we do because that's what the Eagles do. Yeah! Hey, embrace this moment. Everything we work for is for this moment. It's going to take everybody. Let's go out there and find a way to drag our ass across the finish line. Let's go show the world who we are.
Here's the part that really hits me. The Super Bowl isn't just entertainment. It's life condensed into a moment. It's years of unseen work. It's persistence, patience, and refusal to quit.
Today's a chance to write even more history.
Remember they said we wouldn't be here. Remember they said we wouldn't be here. Remember that. Remember that.
Feel no pain. There is no pain.
They ain't been on the journey we've been on. They don't dominate like we dominate. They ain't met nobody like us.
They can't hold us, man.
That's the mentality today. They can't hold
Super Bowl champions don't know they will win when they start. Bad Bunny didn't know the world would listen when he released his early music. What they knew was this: if I stop, it definitely won't happen. So they kept going. On the days it felt pointless. On the days no one noticed. And here's the truth most people avoid. Your future isn't decided by one big moment. It's decided by the habits you keep when no one else is
Focus
clapping.
on what you can control. Focus on what you're getting, not what anyone else is getting. Whenever you get an opportunity, you take advantage of it. You treat it like it's the Super Bowl. You treat it like it's game day. Go out there and treat practice like no one else does.
The days you don't feel inspired, the day it feels boring, the days you wonder if you're wasting your time. Those days are deciding everything. Right now, somewhere, someone less talented than you is winning. Because they didn't stop. Because they kept showing up. Because they stayed disciplined when it was uncomfortable. And that's hard to hear, but it's also powerful.
I wanted to be the best I could be, period. And I said, be proud of the man in the glass. Be proud of that man that wakes up every day and does the best he could do with his priorities. So we're all talented at certain things, but we can really continue to improve our weaknesses if we're humble enough to identify them, and we can build on our strengths.
So don't ask yourself when your moment is coming. Ask yourself, what am I doing today that my future self will be grateful for? Because one day, maybe not soon, maybe not loudly, your ordinary days will add up, and the life you wanted it will recognize you. Not because you waited, because you endured. If you're still here listening to this, that tells me something. You're not done, and that matters more than anything.